Very few people have access to 401k plans. We need the government to step in and make people have more access to 401k plans. All right. What is an IRA? Who has access to IRAs? Well, the facts are everybody does. Now, you may or may not be able to take a deduction. You may or may not be able to have a tax-free contributions to the Roth, but everyone has access to an IRA. Thus, this argument that we need big brother government to come in and rescue us peons who aren't contributing to 401k plans because our employer doesn't offer one is freaking insane. These same people have access to IRA plans. And if they're not funding them, having the government come in there and say, hey, Josh, we're going to allow you even more access to 401k by the matter of law is just straight up stupid. Because the idea that access to retirement plans through your employer is what's keeping people from not investing in their retirement money is just stupid, because they're saying people aren't investing in IRAs right now anyway. Thus, giving access to a small business to have access to a 401k plan won't change anything. Oh, I'm sitting there, I sit there and I think, are these academics that immune to the reality of actual people and how they live their lives? I am sorry. If you are a single mom working 2 jobs, trying to put 2 or 3 kids through school, and you have a couple jobs that don't have a 401k plan, because those employers can get together via the Secure Act and have an easier access to you to have a 401k plan, isn't going to change the fact that you don't have the money in which to fund that 401k. Oh, but Josh, don't you understand? The 401k plan, because these businesses will have easier access, will be more inclined to have a matching contribution. Hell's that, man? I'm a small business owner. The last thing I want to do, because the labor costs are by far and away the biggest expense a business faces, the last thing I want to do is to turn around and say, hey, young lady who's trying to raise your kids, I'm going to make it even more expensive for me to have an employer, to have you as an employee by giving you a match on your contributions. There's these thing called safe harbor things, which is, I forgot what it is now. I think it's 3%. So basically the drawback about 401k plans, especially for small firms, dentists in particular and things of that nature, is that you have HCEs, highly compensated employees. They can only have so much of the benefit of the 401k plan. And so what a business will do is if they're cash flow heavy and profitable, they'll have a safe harbor contribution. And what that means is they'll guarantee, no matter what, everyone gets a 3% contribution to the 401k plan, even if you put nothing in or not. That's great if you're making money like a dental firm is, or some kind of professional firm where you have a good cash flow. If you're a guy, a freaking independent HVAC guy, let's just put it that way, and you just got a lady that you hired to take the phone call and do the accounting on a part-time basis or something like that, you're not going to offer a safe harbor plan. You're just not. You might have 2 or 3 employees underneath you. You're not going to offer a safe harbor plan because you can't afford it. You're trying to get by and you're having a hard time making ends meet as it is. The last thing you're going to do is say, hey, the academics and the good people at the ICI, the Investment Company Institute, say, if I had got together with other HVAC companies or even carpet cleaning companies, we could offer a 401k plan. And all of a sudden, this retirement crisis would go away. Of course, I'd say, well, how come these same employees for which you're going to offer this retirement plan aren't funding an IRA as it is right now? Because that has no restrictions. And the answer, of course, is because they don't have the cash flow to do so. Interesting. So now all of a sudden out of nowhere, they're going to have the cash flow to do a 401k plan? Yes, if there's a match. Okay, so the employer who's having a hard time making ends meet as it is, because we know many, many small businesses go under, he's going to be incentivized to provide a match because it's a tax deduction. If there's not enough cash flow coming in, the tax deductions don't matter. Oh, but we're going to give them a credit. Again, if there isn't enough money to make ends meet, all the credit, all the tax deductions are irrelevant. The only thing that matters is net cash flow. And only academics and researchers can't understand this. So for me, as my self-employed self, if I took somebody on to work for me on a full-time basis or even part-time basis, to partner with my brother as a self-employed self to be able to offer 401k plans to our employees, it won't matter because I'm not going to give them a match. If I don't give them a match, they're not going to contribute any more than they contribute to an IRA. That's all there is to it. But Josh, don't you want to give a match? Don't you want to have more money for yourself to put away? No, I don't, because I won't do a 401k as it is. Why? Because I don't want the tax deferrals the tax deferrals are great, but I don't want the cash flow. I need to put food on the table. Food on the table, pay the bills. I'll worry about retirement later. To build your business, I have to get the cash flow to reinvest in the business. That is my investment. That's the way it works for entrepreneurs, academics. Pull your head out of your rear end, look around the world and say, why aren't people contributing to an IRA as it is? Would it change for them to contribute to a 401k just because their employer would offer one because we make it easy for employers to offer it? The answer is unequivocally no, because cash flow is king. Cash flow is king. If cash flow is fleeting, sometimes you have it, sometimes you don't. People aren't going to say, the government will come in here and allow for more access to 401ks. It'll be so great. All right, we'll see you.